Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm me and today I want to tell you some English short stories. And the first story I want to tell you is named The King and the Spider. Let's see. Vikram was a brave king. Once he had to fight against a large army with just a few soldiers. He was defeated. He had to run for his life. Vikram took shelter in a forest cave. He was very depressed. His courage had left him. He was blankly gazing at the ceiling of the cave. An interesting scene captured his attention. A small spider was trying to weave a web across the cave ceiling. As the spider crawled up, a thread of the web broke and the spider fell down. But the spider did not give up. He tried to climb again and again. Finally, the spider successfully climbed up and completed the web. Vikram began to think, if a small spider can face failure so bravely, why should I give up? I will try with all might till I win. This thought gave strength to the defeated king. Vikram got out of the jungle and collected his brave soldiers. He fought against the large army. He was defeated again, but now he would not give up his fight. Vikram again and again fought against the large army and finally, after many attempts, defeated the last army and regained his kingdom. He had learned a lesson from the spider. And the moral of the story is that perseverance paves ways to success. The second story is named The Lion and the Frog. There was a lion in the forest. It was sleeping under a tree near a pond. Suddenly a noise was heard. The lion was disturbed by the noise. It awake from its sleep. The noise was continuously coming from the pond, so the lion was annoyed as it was not able to sleep. There was a frog in the pond. The lion came to know the frog had made the noise. It roared at the frog and the frog was frightened. It angrily jumped into the pond to catch the frog. Then the frog realized its mistake and tried to escape from the lion. But the lion caught the frog and killed it. And the moral of the story is that don't play with the leaders. And the next story I want to tell you is named The Lion and the Hawk. A lion came to a small stream to drink water. At the same time, a hawk also came there to drink. Each one of them claimed to drink first. The wordy duel between them became a big fight. They were a fair fight and both of them became tired. When they took rest for a while, they saw two vultures waiting for eating the defeated. So they came to a conclusion that it would be better to avoid fighting and become friends than to fall a prey to vultures. They became friends and both of them drank the water and went off peacefully. And the moral of the story is that so we should not fight amongst ourselves. And the last story I tell you today named The Right Person. One there was a wise king. He had two sons. He appointed a man scholars to teach them all arts. After a few years of teaching, the king fell ill badly, so he wanted to select his next king for his kingdom. He wanted to test his sons' abilities. He called both of them and gave a room to each other. He said, "You must fill this room completely with anything you wish. It can be anything, but there should be no space left behind, and you should seek the advice from anyone." The next day, the king visited the eldest son's room. The room was completely filled with hay. The king sat on fullness of the eldest son. Then he went to the younger son's room. It was kept closed. The king knocked at the door of the room. The second suggested his father to get in and close the door again. There was darkness everywhere, and the king shouted at his second son angrily. But the second son lighted a candle and said, "I have filled this room with light." Now the king felt very happy and hugged his son proudly. He understood that the younger son would be the right person to rule the kingdom after the king. Okay, it's the end of the video today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.